No, this
That's
is
what I'm saying.
one
You
of
don't
those.
need the IP, brother. You do not need the IP.
Fair
You
enough.
can make whatever you want.
That's true. That's true. You got me there. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John. This is Josh. Let's go ahead and break down this week's toy news. First up, just wanted to do a quick check in over at the Odious Kickstarter, the Cowboy and the Soldier. These two bad boys. We did a fun little conversation interview with the creator of these two toys, Wade from Unparalleled Universe. Check that out, friends. It was really fun, man. And Wade been telling me that he said he had a really good time, so that's really fun. But yeah, so last we left him off, he was at 83,000. With 11 days to go, he is now at 92,000
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck
with
yeah.
8 days to go. So
That's really good progress. Yeah.
really great progress, man. And to get that 10K, just under $10,000 in those few amount of days. I mean, should track, right? We should track. We should get all the last minute
Yeah. I
push
think he
should
makes
show
it.
up. I think
Yeah.
so too. I think he's got some really cool figures. He's a really cool dude. And
Maybe even like add like because he add that skull thing. Maybe just come out with something. One more thing. Just one more thing to like fund some more stuff.
so what he did say he might do, and this is just from the streams that he's been on. He said he might do a odious blind bag of 3 little minifigures. So it'll just like these little pieces of Odious, little like figurines of Odious in a blind bag for like $20 is what he was thinking. So we'll see if that actually comes up. We'll see if it gets added to the Kickstarter. But he's making really good pace here. If you haven't, friends, and if you guys are interested in this, please check this out. Go ahead and back it. Remember, you don't get charged till the end of it, which I believe is December 6th. So check it out. All right, let's jump over to McFarlane Toys. We got a pre-order here for a McFarlane Toy Store exclusive. We're getting the Dark Knights, the metal Joker Who Laughs, and this is the White Accent Edition, is what it's called here. So I think this is fun. This is a cool. I don't know. Maybe it's just the softness of the purple with the black. I feel like those colors work really well. And this is I like this version of the Joker Who Laughs, or the Batman Who Laughs, excuse me. So you can pick that up there from the Dark Knight's Metal. All right, quick update on the HasLab. Did you know there was HasLab going on?
No, the Tron.
There was the Tron one, yeah, and today was the last day.
Game over, son of a.
Game over. That is indeed. So they were looking to get 10,000 backers for this little 3 3/4 inch, so 3.75 inch, whatever. They needed 10,000 backers. They had 1,386 backers. It's tough. It's tough. Tron is an older property, and I know that Tron Ares came out, but Jared Leto was in it, so I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to say whether it was good or bad, but I don't know. Maybe not the right move here. Well, clearly not the right move here.
Well, I think the bigger issue, and time again, I feel like we've just seen a shift, right? A shift from 3 3/4 inch toys to 6 inch toys. Now, of course, if you're gonna do like some super nostalgic thing, like the Ghostbusters thing, or like some GI Joe 3 3/4 inch, it might make it. But for the most part, if it's not like a huge recognized IP, which Tron isn't, right? Like Tron is not at the level of like Star Wars or
Yeah,
Transformers or GI Joe.
for sure.
Like you want to do a 6 inch action figure. Like I think if they did a 6 inch freaking light cycle, dude, I would have bought that easy, especially with light effects and having like the trail effect and just like one figure with it, maybe making like $150 light cycle.
Yeah.
That's an easy buy. But hopefully they can see that people are not really interested in 3 3/4 inch because 1,300 out of 10,000 backers. Now, it's partly due maybe to this like the IP, but also I think it's the scale. I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah, there's a lot going against it. But luckily, we are getting 6-inch figures from Tron Legacy, so at least we got that coming. All right, let's jump over to Jada Toys here. They dropped their Honda from Street Fighter to the Final Challengers. This is gonna be $35. Coming in with the soft goods. I think this is soft goods. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
No, definitely hard plastic.
plastic, okay. All right, but yeah, looking big, beefy, like good girth to him. Fun articulation getting shown off here. And yeah, I don't know, Jada, I really like the Street Fighter figures at least.
Yeah, good effects here. That's a really cool effect, I think. What the heck?
Torpedo, dude, he comes in, headbutts this one. Yeah, coming in here, you get all those different accessories. You get the cool effect piece. This is like also reminiscent like Storm Collectibles effect pieces. Personally. All right, let's jump over to Mexico Toys. Mexico Toys dropping a Doc Holiday Nocturnal. So they're taking their Yeti and their Ice Doc Knock, their Tundra Doc Knock, and they're swapping it to make a Krampus and a Santa Claus Doc Nocturnal. I think this is fun, dude. Like, honestly, this is a better, version of that Yeti, I think. I didn't like the head sculpt on that Yeti, but the Doc Knock as Santa, come on, dude, that's cool.
Yeah, a really great figure for the holidays, and I feel like Doc Knock's becoming probably one of their favorite kind of figures to make because they've gotten like I feel like they've really slowed down how many Gomez releases they've done. I feel like they used to do a lot of Gomez figures as that was kind of like the Mezco mascot, but man, this is like probably like the fourth or fifth Doc Nocturnal, honestly. And 100%, I agree with you. That Yeti mask was really ugly, I thought. But as a Krampus, I think this figure works 10 times better.
Yeah.
So actually, like I think honestly, I feel like this has a chance of even beating like being the best 112 Christmas figure of all time. I think it looks that way. It looks that good.
I mean, they did a really good job on the fur, right? Like, and then having it in the black, it kind of hides a little more, won't get as dirty. I agree, man. This is pretty fun. And that Doc Knock in the Santa is sick, dude. All right, let's jump over to Storm Collectibles here. They're giving us some Anime Festival, some convention exclusives. This is from the Zero. This is Storm Arena. We got Ken here and Ryu. Again, just slight coloration. We got like a blue shaded gi for Ryu, and then the full blue here for Ken. So, yeah, and I think we've seen these, but these will just be like their convention exclusives for Storm Arena.
Yeah, there's recolors, but man, I got this. I got the Ryu Storm Marina. Oh my gosh, absolutely blew me away, guys. If you have a chance to get any Storm Arena figure, get it because the quality of it, the accessories you get, you can't beat the price on it.
There you go. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to SH Figure Arts. We got some news here, man. We're getting a reissue Frieza First Form Frieza with the Frieza Pod as well. So if you haven't picked it up, missed out, weren't around when it was dropping, you can get yourself that classic Frieza, right, with the pod. Second reissue that they're dropping, I am very excited about here. It is a Naruto. This is cool, man. I feel like this figure is kind of a little harder to get. Price, I'm not sure on the price on it, but when I tried getting it, I couldn't find it for a decent price. And so nice to come back around and
Oh, really?
personally me, but maybe I wasn't looking in the right spots. So
Oh, dang, yeah, because I feel like they kind of made this as, like, they recognize that this is, of course, the main
yeah,
protagonist in the show, along with the capability of, like, the army build because of the Shadow Clone Jutsu. So it was like, you could get it I think I got it for, like, 25 bucks on Amazon, but that was a couple of years ago, so it might
nice.
have changed for a difference, but, yeah, just, like, another chance, and then it's like they're gonna keep releasing the same figure probably for the next 10 years. This is just like the Goku situation where even if you don't get this one, in 2 more years, they're gonna re-release it again, so don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
don't worry about it. So yeah, you got these two reissues coming in. So fun to pick up and fill some holes if you need it. Next up, though, we got some more Final Ninja Great Battle or Great Ninja Battle. Naruto here. We saw him like just like in a preview, but here we're just getting more poses and the full accessories as well. But it looks great, dude. Like good weathering on his suit. The fishnets out. I think it looks good.
Yeah, and then one thing wonder, and I hope maybe they'll address is just like the variation in the orange. Now, of course, this is supposed to be kind of wet, like weather and battle damage, which you get like the black on that. But I'm not talking about that. I'm more talking about the actual orange. It looks a little dark, and whether it's dark or light, I don't care if they want to pick. But what I just need from them is to be consistent. So like I'm looking at my Naruto figures on my shelves, and those ones look a lot brighter, and that's how it appears to me in the manga and the anime. It's like a bright orange, whereas this is like a almost like a like a
Burnt umber.
yeah, like a burnt umber, thank you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the issue there. I just wish they'd be consistent with it.
Yeah. I think they're probably just gonna call it as like, yeah, he's battle damaged.
Yeah.
But along with that, there's all the accessories you get with him. Really cool. Lots of fun faceplates. But let's also take a closer look at the Uchiha clan here. Got Sasuke just showing off some more posing. And then I believe he comes with a different hand sculpt and then a Chidori effect that wasn't previously released. I think it looks great, dude. I mean, I know a lot of this is reuse, but I think it looks good.
Yeah, the Chidori effect, one thing that I do appreciate is that it's a lot larger than all the previous Sasuke's that I've purchased. Like, the
Okay.
lightning is, like, more contained on those, where this one is actually more wrapping around and more, like, crazy, which I think looks better.
Mhm. He also has this like or like one that can attach to a sword as well. So
Oh, that's
that
sick, that's sick.
yeah, that's cool. This is cool. All right. Let's keep it going here. We also got a little teaser here of another Berserk character coming out. Of course, this is Griffith. They give us just a little silhouette. Now that we've previously gotten a Griffith from SH Figure Arts and it came with the horse, but it was like the Millennium Falcon version of of Griffith, so the Millennium Falcon arc. This is Golden Age Griffith. This is beautiful. I love this. Just like the different girth to him from the Hawk of the Light version, and I love this face screaming. The Softgoods cape is beautiful. But yeah, dude, this looks great, and I want to show the team up there, man. This is perfect.
Yeah, the metal paint looks really good, and I think one thing they really captured when looking at like 90s anime is the wideness of the head and how big like the wide the eyes are. Comparison now to like modern anime, the face sculpts are very thin and they're very kind of where if you look at that face sculpt, I feel like it's really good attention to detail to capture like each stylization in each era of like anime.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think he looks great. Got the boyish charm here, Casca, and yeah, dude, this is. I really hope they do at least the full like Band of the Hawk team.
I
I
think
need
they
a
will. I think they will.
Judo. I need a Pippin. That would be perfect, dude. Corcus, like that'd be fun. All right, let's jump over to Mayfex here. We got some more. I got the full reveals of the Raza Ghul figure. Now, Homeboy is shirtless, just comes with heads and a sword, but he's looking good. We kind of already talked about that. But the Batman figure, we got a little more on the accessories here. So you get some batarangs, some bat grapples, wired, and just the end of it, as well as that sword. Now, this is like the battle damaged Batman, of course. But I think he looks good. From Hush, from Hush. Next up, John Wick, Chapter 3. We get Sophie, and she does come with both of her dogs. So there is a little bit of battle damage. The dogs, ain't doing much, but they're there.
Yeah, and I don't need them to be articulated, especially because it's going to raise the price tremendously. So I'm glad they kind of went with just kind of the sculpted route and with just good paint apps because I think that the dogs do have very realistic paint apps on them. But I will say, oh man, I feel like the face sculpt it looks really good. Like I think, but I don't think it looks that much like Halle Berry, and that could be maybe because I don't know, but like it looks good, but it just doesn't look like Halle Berry, kind of in a way.
I no, I agree with you. Like it's a really good, like beautiful eyes, well painted face. You get some gradation, get some, skin tones, but it does not look like Halle. I do not see Halle Berry there in there. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
I think another thing they did is a good job on the hair because in the movie she has like these like really prominent blonde highlights, and I feel like they really captured the hair exactly from the movie. And then yeah, it's just cool to now that we have we basically have all the John Wicks from 1 through 4, but plus we have what's Donnie Yen's character. I
Donnie
can't remember
Yen's
his name.
character, yeah, we got
I just
Donnie
picked
here.
that one up. It's on sale right now, guys. On like
Oh,
I think
nice.
like Hobby Link Japan or something like that. But they have that one, and then hopefully now we get. I haven't seen the movie yet, but hopefully Mayfix. I'm sure they will make like a
Oh,
ballerina figure because like
Lena,
Hot
yeah.
Toys just did one and it looked really good.
Yeah. I bet that'll probably come down the line for sure. All right, let's keep it going here. Next up, Haya giving us a Shimu. Shimu, $95 here for the Shimu. It's big. That's why we're seeing that little bit of price increase, but it comes with an ice blast effect. So this is like when he's like powered up. So we've previously gotten a Shimo from Haya. This one's just an ice blast effect. And the crystals look amazing on his back, dude. Great paint apps
Yeah,
all
I
over.
I recently got this figure and guys, it's one of the greatest figures I've ever purchased. The paint apps on this figure, immaculate. Like it's unmatched. When you get this in hand and you look at it, the iridescence that it has on it is insane. And like you mentioned, the crystals. But what's crazy, I think, is the price hike because I think I bought this for like $60. And so the only difference that comes with
Mhm.
this is you get a blast effect. So like they're charging like $35 for the blast effect, which I think is kind of insane. I think $95
Now,
is a really steep price for this.
that is the big bad toy store price, which it does include tariffs. So
Well, I think I got mine.
they're big
I
bad.
either got mine from Entertainment Earth or Big Bad. I think I got it from Entertainment Earth, but I did get it from American Retailer, and it was like $60 when I got the original one.
Was it
It
on
was like
sale?
60. Nah, I
Okay.
pre-ordered that thing, so like I
Oh,
got it like
nice.
right when it came out. So it
Okay,
was.
okay.
I don't think it's been on sale yet because it's just released. I got it like a month ago maybe, but yeah. So $35 for the blast effect. I don't know what they're thinking here. Maybe it like sold
Yeah,
out and they're just like we're just gonna bank on it. I don't know, but that's a
maybe.
lot for a blast effect.
Yeah, on highest site, it's going for 80. So that's still an increase.
Still a lot, yeah. So
Tariffs,
I
baby.
wouldn't recommend getting this. I would just recommend getting like the if you can still find the original
Yeah.
release for like $60, it's
Yeah,
way better.
if it's on sale. All right, let's keep it going here. In art, you ready? So starting Black Friday, for us, it's tomorrow. For you, it already happened, but they're dropping Catwoman. Let's take a look at Selena Kyle here in that 1/12 scale with go along with your Christian Bale Batman. Yeah, dude, and I don't know, man. The poses they're able to hit with this are insane. That's a crazy pose. Okay, that knee that high up. We're gonna keep going through here. Great posing. This one I was very, very surprised by. I was recently playing with a GI Joe cover girl. I'm not sure what it was. One of the female characters from GI Joe. Really great posing on him, but I couldn't quite get her to cross her legs like this. So I had to kind of like fudge it a little bit. And so I maybe that's just because I have like recency bias, but like seeing this is nuts right now to me. Because I tried for a while to get her into that pose and I couldn't, but this figure's doing it.
Yeah, and I think, a lot of it kinda just takes, like, the it takes, like, care. It takes, like, care of, like, who's posing it. Because sometimes I feel like with American companies, like, we've seen it time and time again in, like, displays and promotional images, just like, "Who's posing this?" Like, I ask that question a
Yeah,
lot. Like, it's not like a first time I ask it. With American companies, I'm like, "Who's posing this?" But I feel like when it gets, like, Japanese or Chinese companies, I feel like they'd really take the extra effort and just the artistry and the appreciation to, like, posing figures. So I think there's that element to it, but I definitely think this is just, like, the articulation scheme that they're getting on here is crazy. And one thing I do like is that I feel like when I first saw the promotional images, the
okay.
figure looked like they had a leather, like a pleather overlay.
Mhm.
And I'm actually really glad they did away with that and went with just full sculpted plastic because one, like when you articulate it, you're gonna be scared to articulate it and play with your figure because it's like, oh, it's gonna fray and like it's gonna peel. But with this, they did like the absolute best they could to kind of emulate like it's like the pleather. Because look at the sculpting where you get like those wrinkles on the shoulder, you know what I'm talking about? Even wrinkles on the chest, which if and even the texture, right? Look at the texture of the gloves, the
Textures.
gauntlets on the gloves,
Yeah,
where like
amazing
you can see
texture.
kind of like the leather texture. And so I think from afar, you could be tricked by it and be like, oh, this is like a pleather figure. But you have to like get really close to or touch to it and be like this. Oh no, it's actually full hard plastic. So super excited that they went that route. It's something I wish I just recently bought the Hot Toys Hera, and I'm like,
Oh,
there's
yeah?
so much pleather on that figure, and I'm just like, I really wish they would just do this and try to do a realistic sculpt that emulates leather as best as they can, especially at that premium and at that scale. I feel like you could do wonders with that. Then
Yeah.
trying to going with the cheap leather. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they're just doing all the things that I feel like I want I wanted from other companies, and they're just like doing it to the upteenth on their like first kind of freshman year. Like this is like kind of their first entry in the 1/12 scale, and they're just doing it.
True.
They're doing it better than everybody else. That's I think what's shocking to me is like looking at these figures,
Yeah.
looking at the sculpt, and even like just comparing more things. I just thinking about as I just got the Haya Spock
Okay, yeah.
and the Haya Kirk.
Yeah.
Dude, they tricked us.
Really?
The head sculpts on those things are terrible, and especially for
Yeah.
$110, $100 figures, like I really felt like I was done dirty.
Right,
Like
right.
I don't want to buy Haya kind of those expensive figures anymore. Whereas like in art, John, you have this figure and you brought it
Yeah.
down to my house and showed it to me, and like I feel like I wasn't disappointed with it. Like the head sculpt on that guy was immaculate. Like it was just a 10 out of
It's
10. The
beautiful.
we talked about like the light speckled skin paint apps like the to get the
Yeah.
skin texture.
Pinkness. Yeah.
Yeah, like the translucentness of it, and like it's gonna be the same thing. And so like now after we got that figure, we trust him. It's like this is gonna be 10 out of 10.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you because, like, it was a new 1/12th, they were trying 1/12th scale. Previously, they were doing 1/6 stuff, but their 1/6 stuff was insane, and so I carried a little bit of faith from that, or maybe hopefulness from that into it, and I agree with you. We were not disappointed by the head sculpt on Christian Bale, and this Anne Hathaway looks pretty good as well, so
Yeah, I definitely think the like it's good. Like I don't think it's like bad at all, but I think the Christian Bale I think is perfect. But this one is like this one there's like something on the front, like right there it looks like her, but when you do the front view, there's like something like 99% there. You know what I'm saying? But it's
a little
also too
uncanny, yeah.
I don't give him any hate just because of the scale. Like to achieve that likeness on this tiny of a head, I don't think you can do any better. Like that's
Mhm.
just as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll be definitely picking this up. Now, InArt does not ship to the United States. This product is not available through like directly from InArt, so you will have to go to other websites, other importers to pick up this figure. So just be aware of that.
Weird move though to do it on Black Friday, I think. I just wonder, like, just with everybody's attentions being diverted and everybody's wallets kind of being
Yeah,
kind of depleted, kind of a weird move to solicit a non-sale thing and just like solicit it as like a regular release
it is
at
a
this time. It's a weird move, I
yeah.
think.
They're doing it like a pre-order. You just have to put like a $10 deposit or something. So yeah, I don't know. And again,
Still though, like
it's not
like
even
even
available
even
to us
beyond
though.
the wallet thing, beyond the wallet issue, it's like an attention issue where like so the holidays people are with family and people are already like shopping on so many different websites because there's so many different sales going on that
Yeah,
like it's just a weird time.
I agree. It's a definitely a weird time to solicit a new product, fresh, right? You do get the broken cow, which is cool. That's fun.
Oh, that's nice. That's awesome.
Kind of doing the SH figure arts
Yeah.
build part. All right, let's keep it going here. We got some Reveltech here. This is from Don Dodon. We got Gigi and his transformed version looking cool. So fun to get the full, like, I guess the first picture of it. We don't have all the details on it, but at least we get a little bit of the actual figure there posed up. And
And is
then,
this the
yeah.
first figure from Donjon that we've gotten from Realtek? I don't think
No,
we've
they
gotten.
did Okurun in his transformed version.
Right.
Got the bee and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
So hopefully we get more of those. Like I'd love a, and I think no, that was Figma that did the Momo with her hands, her
Yeah.
astral projection hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
think this is
yeah,
our second
yeah,
one.
this is our second one. So going with the boys first, and then hopefully we get the girls. Man, that'd be fun. All right, and then over at One Punch Man, we got the Booty Booty Prisoner here. We saw a picture previously, but man, look at the exaggeratedness in the sculpt here.
Well, yeah, and I think what's cool about it is how you can just like with that Selena Kyle, right? That you can get these exaggerated poses because along with the like the sculpts exaggerate, like the shoulders are very bulbous and high up, but it's also like the jaggedness of the whole figure that you can get kind of that weird kind of pose.
Yeah. All right, and now let's go ahead and take it around the net here. We're getting some pirate figures. I guess everyone's talking about pirates now. But this is the 101 Toys 1/12 scale pirates. You can probably guess which pirate this is. This is the Captain Jack pirate, pirate skeleton. And you got like a Captain Hook version as well of him as well. And then they're also going to be dropping just like a pirate sailor as well. So you have three different figures that if you want to go for, you can. Now, a lot of soft goods. Get a cannon, you get a cool accessories. They are $143 on Big Bad.
Shoot.
And Wade was recently talking about this on Parallel Universe. Apparently, these skeletons are trash. Like they're just not a really good skeleton, not good articulation, potentially easily broken. So kind of disappointing to hear that. Again, I don't have the figure, but this is just from what I'm hearing from someone who does. Incredible soft goods, cool accessories, but I guess the skeletons just weren't meeting those expectations.
Just looking at the skeleton, right? Like looking at the where the shoulder joint is and where the hip to the thigh joint is, they look really fragile, right? So they look really fragile. And on top of that, I've actually this is actually like I've been asking for. Like I think I mentioned it to you, where I was like, I wish we had Pirates figures,
Yeah,
and I wish someone would pick up the Pirates of the Caribbean license also as well. I love that because we only we SH Figure Arts did make a Captain Jack Sparrow, and that thing sells for insane money, literally insane money. So it's like there's a market for there for
demand.
pirates
Yeah,
in general, and of course for Captain Jack
Captain
in Pirates of the
Jack.
Caribbean IP. Soft goods look really great. One thing that's weird though is, I mean, technically, it does appear like that. He does appear like that in Curse of the Black Pearl, right? Like
Yeah,
when it's like the final scene. So technically, it's accurate. But I would have liked just like a normal human head sculpt, and maybe they're just more afraid because head sculpts are harder to do, especially with likeness. It's very expensive and hard.
and I don't think
Uh,
they have the pirate's license.
well, no, you like the is this like a third party like because there's like those companies on 5K Toys, they
Yes,
always be
yeah,
doing. Is this like
yeah.
one of those companies or is this like
It's
like
like
an
one of those.
underground company or not?
No, this
That's what I'm
is
saying.
one
You
of
don't
those.
need the IP, brother. You do not need the IP. If
Oh,
you're a
fair
5K
enough.
toy
Fair
company,
enough. Fair
you can
enough.
make whatever you want.
That's true. That's true. You got me there. Yeah, you're right.
They make Goku's and Superman's, nothing happens. But yeah, and then the price point, $145. Like, okay, the skeleton's just a throwaway, and maybe you're just buying it for the soft goods and canon. That's still way too much. Way too much. 150? Nah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Cool that someone's making pirate toys. Would love to
Yeah.
see more, but let's
Yeah.
try and figure some of these things out.
Yeah. They look good. Like those look good to me.
These yes, like the pirate sailor. I mean, the shirt, whatever on the cuffs here, but like the belts, the bigness, the different materials. Yeah, I think it looks good for
Yeah,
soft goods.
good call on the cuff. That is actually atrocious. But yeah, and also too, the skeletons, because of how thin they are, the clothes is also not really sitting that right. You know what I'm saying? Like they need a more muscle, like not muscle body, but just like a human flesh body under there because it's also just sitting really loose.
Maybe the
There's nothing for the
horseman
clothes to grab
skeleton.
onto.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's like very a lot of air.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this week's show. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about our pick of the week. Josh, what are you thinking? What's gonna be your pick?
Let's see.
I'll run it back for you.
Nothing stands out to me.
All
Yeah,
the
it was
fun
not. There was a lot
things.
of issues. I Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that. Okay. Well, the inner one is like a gimme, right? That's like a gimme. But I'm not gonna pick that one because that one is like that one blew everything out of the water. Everything else, I feel like I had kind
As
of a
they do.
gripe with.
Yeah, you were kind of not a lot of takes from you
There was
today.
Well, I
Uh,
had gripes was about like every single figure. There was just something that kind of irked me. So yeah, it's got to be the inner
okay.
Selena Kyle because everything else was like, there was like one thing that would bother me with every figure.
Yeah, something wasn't right. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I'm gonna give it to Jaded Toys with the E Honda, man. I'm
For that
gonna
picture,
yeah, the horizontal hit, right? Yeah, no, it's just fun, man. Those characters are so cool, and they're doing a lot of fun stuff. Maybe I should have given it to Griffith. Ugh.
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, oh yeah, the Griffith was also perfect. I had no complaints about that one. Yeah, I think Selena Kyle and the Griffith were the only ones I
I
had no
think,
complaints.
yeah, I think I changed my mind. I need that Griffith. I need my
Yeah, yeah,
Bad of the
yeah.
Hawk, man. I need
Dude,
my
I just
bad.
love
I got my
that
guts, you
like
know.
that
Yeah,
wide eye where the eyes are like so far apart. And it's like a really wide face, like like a Ash Ketchum, Neon
yeah,
Genesis type. Yeah.
yeah. You're right. They are wide. Yeah, I need my Band of the Hawk. I'm switching it. All right, let's go ahead and that will wrap up our week. Let us know down below, friends, your pick of the week. And as always, keep collecting, keep playing. May the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.